YouTube itself is doing some really weird stuff. It looks like my overall views are going up, and of course we've got like a lot more subs. Welcome to all the new people. But it looks like ad revenues are down, so I don't know what's up with that. I'm earning like half what I should be earning, or at least that's what it seems like. But I'm hoping that this is just a temporary thing and not the way YouTube is doing things now. If they lowered the ad rates or what, or if they're charging advertisers less. It seems like they're running double ads on the videos, but I'm getting paid half as much as I used to. So I'm glad I took the trip when I did, because that's when the ad revenue started going down, and that helped to pay for the trip. To be honest, when I went on the journey, I was actually broke, but YouTube, made a payment during the trip. So I had the money right before the trip from YouTube, and then I had the money from YouTube during the journey to help pay for gas and stuff. And I did cover the cost pretty much in the other videos, the one that ran before this one. But essentially, the way to save money is to pre-plan your trip and to book things in advance, and get the really good rate at it. We were fortunate because gas prices are now going up. Had I waited till now to try to make the trip, it would not have been possible, because gas prices on average are about 30 to 70 cents more than they were when we took the trip, which would have added, more to the cost. Also, because it is now summer, the hotel prices are going sky high. So I was able to book those rooms for like a fraction of what they cost now. I'm probably going to do another video and give an actual breakdown to show you some problems that were encountered and what I had to do and am doing to resolve those situations. Or maybe I'll just go ahead and talk about it right now real quick. Some of you might have been curious as to what happened with the cracked glass on the car. Indeed, insurance handled it. I had increased my vehicle coverage, my car insurance, before I went on the trip for full coverage. And in Florida, now this varies by state, but in Florida, glass repair and stuff is covered if you have full coverage on your vehicle, or full insurance coverage. So I had full insurance coverage, so Geico ended up paying for everything. Although getting it sorted out between the auto insurance place and Geico, and then the auto insurance's repair place, was a pain in the butt. But total bill for the repair was $271, which included their service fees and stuff that the auto rental place charged. But it was all covered by Geico, so I didn't have to pay a penny more than what I paid for the increased coverage. Essentially, I increased my coverage for the duration of the journey and the vacation, and I paid a total of about $50, $56 more. So I paid about $56. They ended up having to pay $271 in repairs. Definitely worth it, especially if something else bigger would have happened. Not that I want anything to happen, because I would have had a deductible on it. So I kind of lucked out that the only damage was really just the glass, and that was fully covered by insurance. So definitely something I would recommend for traveling. Also, by using the small vehicle, I was able to make that 6,500 mile journey using only, I think it was like $550 worth of gasoline for the entire trip. And that was a huge savings, because if I had gone in a van, it would have cost me more than $2,000 just in gasoline. So I would recommend, if you are traveling and not having to live in a van, getting a rental car, because it offers several benefits. One, it just had great gas mileage. I was getting about 34, 36 miles per gallon. Two, it was a 2018 vehicle. It was brand new. So the chance of any breakdown, mechanical failure and stuff was like slim to none. And if it did break down, it wasn't my headache. It would have been something that the rental company would have had to deal with. But definitely get yourself full coverage on your insurance policy. Don't do it through the auto rental place, because they would have charged me probably about $600 or $700 for insurance coverage, for full coverage, whereas my insurance company only charged me an additional $56 more than what I was paying for my regular insurance. The other thing about doing a trip like that is lodging. We saved a lot of money because I pre-booked the hotels. Just be warned though, I went through hotels.com and did run into some problems. Mainly that the hotel I booked in Las Vegas, because that was the majority of the stay, was Circus, and it advertised a price of $17 per night. Yeah. So for a whole 5 days, week there, I was only paying like a little bit over $100 for 5 days. You can't beat that. The issue though is they had a hidden fee, a resort fee of $34, $36 a night, which I ended up paying when I walked into the Circus Hotel, the lobby, and he told me, oh, there's a resort fee. Well, I've traveled at that point more than 3,000 miles. I can't just say no and then be stuck without a hotel. So I went ahead and paid them, even though I was upset, because that more than doubled the price. It almost tripled the price. Now, what you do in a situation like that is you end up contacting, or what I did. I called, it took a while, but to get through to the right person, but I called Hotels.com, the customer service, and let them know my thoughts and complain. They essentially, when you call Hotels.com, they stick you with, I guess, an operator out in India or whatever. It seems like everything is tasked out overseas. The first thing you should do, just a heads up, is ask for their supervisor, because the person they put you to isn't going to be able to do anything. It will just get you frustrated. It may make you even madder than you already are. But ask directly for a supervisor. Say, I need to speak to a supervisor right now. I'm extremely angry and I need to speak to a supervisor who can actually do something. And then they'll put you probably back to, I don't know if it was still at the level of being in India, but it was somebody who spoke English a little bit, clearer for me to understand. And I explained to them the situation, and they couldn't refund me what Circus charged, which was about $186 more than my agreed payment price through Hotels.com. But because Hotels.com, I had spent $102 to book the stuff, they gave me $100 credit. So now I have $100 that I can spend for 1 or 2 more nights at a hotel somewhere through Hotels.com. So I will get some of that money back, not in terms of actual cash, but at least I get 1 or 2 nights stay, using the Hotels.com voucher for $100 value. So definitely complain, get your money. The other issue that occurred during the trip with the hotels was during the travel itself, we had to kind of book on the fly. And it's kind of hard because the internet cuts out, especially if you're traveling through the desert, so you're kind of under pressure to quickly book, And I booked a nice room. It was a really nice room in Louisiana. But it turns out that even though I booked through Hotels.com, it was actually through another company called Hostiva, which I don't know if you saw my complaint video on that. They list like a very low price, a really good price for a very nice room. But the problem is they have a hidden fee also, and you don't find out about it until after you've booked. And a lot of times it's in a fine print or something, but they had a cleaning fee of, I think it was like $34 or $36 per night. Now we were only there one night, and they added that, and with the tax and all the service fees and stuff, it was like $50, it was like $46 more or something like that. So and it turned out that Hotels.com didn't even bill me. Hostiva set themselves for automatic draft, where they could pull money out from my account whenever they wanted. So when I called my bank, to complain about it, they said, well, then this would be considered a fraud case if you weren't dealing with them. I was dealing with Hotels.com. So long story short, what happened was when they charged me that extra fee, it caused my bank balance to go negative and caused 2 other payments to bounce. So my bank ended up charging me $36 per bounced check or bounced fee, and I had to pay $72 plus the missing money, and it made me go negative and started up a chain reaction. Of course, once again, you deal with this by calling the bank. In my case, it was a debit card, but I called SunTrust, which was my bank, and explained to them the situation. They ended up refunding me the $72 that were bounced fees, and I had agreed to pay Hostiva the $56 or $64 or whatever it was for that one night, because there was taxes and other fees in it. But I would not pay the cleaning fee because they didn't specify that up front. So my bank ended up giving me credit for that. So definitely fight for your money and get all that back. So I only had to pay the $54 or $56, whatever, plus taxes for the Hostiva room in Louisiana, which made it a really good value, but it left a sour taste having to deal with them and how they charged me like a hidden fee that I wasn't expecting that made my account go negative. I wouldn't have gotten that room if I had known that there was a $36 or $40 cleaning fee in addition to the room fee, because then it wasn't such a good deal. The other thing you need to be aware is that Hotels.com, I did complain to them and told them, look, you know, when you advertise a price and people put their credit card up and get billed for that, they assume that that's the bill. You know, you should advertise the full price, including any hidden fees and whatnot. They say, well, it's just a policy of these other places, and they have their billings that they do on top of the Hotels.com fee. Hotels.com can't do anything about it other than credit you back the price you paid Hotels.com. I mean, if I really wanted to, and I guess that's what they did, I probably could have gotten my fee back from Hostiva. No, I actually got billed by Hostiva, not Hotels.com in that case. So Hotels.com wouldn't have been able to do anything for me. But the point I'm trying to make is when you book through Hotels.com, make sure you read the fine print. They may say under additional charges or other fees, and there's like a whole, it's in like 2 or 3 different sections depending on who the vendor is, who the hotel provider, the room provider is. So double check that, which I will do from now on. But in the case that something like that comes through again, make sure you try to get through to Hotels.com customer service and explain to them, and demand to speak to a supervisor and let them know how upset you are, and they will give you a voucher so that you at least get your credit for the extra fees. Definitely worth pursuing. Just a little tip for traveling and not spending more than you've allocated. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of not able to record as much because I'm working almost every day, just running out there, working those jobs. I'll try to post up what videos I can. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm hoping to be able to do some more videos here of Denoy versus the tree. You can see it is starting to overgrow and become like green again. So the big task will be to try to kill it by cutting the roots. The big roots is what I'm planning on doing. So that will at least make it a little bit easier to remove it later when it's dry, because right now it's still green and growing. And it is rainy season in Florida. I don't know if you saw the grass in the yard. It's overgrown again. I just cut it last week. So in Florida, you pretty much have to cut the grass like once a week during rainy season, which is what's happened. And that's the other issue. It's been raining every day out here. Those day jobs, I can't work when it's raining because most of the jobs are like construction or outdoors. You know, basically work outside that no one wants to do in the sun and the heat. But I do them, you know, because they're available and at least they're helping to pay the bills. I hope everyone is staying safe. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for running those playlists, liking the videos, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to the channel. Also wanted to remind you that YouTube isn't automatically notifying subscribers of new video updates. So if you like following me and watching what happens next, make sure you hit the notification bell that you see there on the video, and hopefully the system will work correctly and notify you when I put up a new video. And if not, you can watch the old ones. Remember, the playlists are always there. You can always watch the old videos and learn from them. Some people have been asking about you know, doing more van videos. I think I've covered a lot of topics already, you know, and doing more videos may be more of the same stuff over and over, because you can only cover going to the bathroom in a van, cooking in a van, doing all these things so many times. A lot of those are already on the playlist, so you want to make sure you watch those if you want to learn from them and how to set up the inverter cooking system and whatnot. Now, there's a chance that I may get another van, or I may convert a van for temporary living. So that video may be coming up soon. If that happens, if I'm able to save enough money to scrounge together a new van that I can live in, you know, in the event of an actual situation where I don't have a place to stay. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you again for joining me, and God bless you all. Take care now.